Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to all judges and my fellow participants. Today, I would like to present you about the roles of strategic leader in school, a review. Before that, I will introduce myself. My name is Ayu Suhana Wan Jan, and I'm from University Science Malaysia. Structure of my presentation would be first, introduction, second, discussion and findings, then area for future research, and last but not least, the conclusion. Strategic leadership is a critical component in the effective development of school. Currently, the educational debates is shifting to focus on how short-term improvements can become strategically sustainable. Leadership means process individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. Meanwhile, strategic leadership means a leader who expresses a strategic vision, a leader who utilizes strategy in the management of employees, a leader who creates an organizational structure, allocates the resources, and expresses strategic vision. Strategic leadership is a person who works in an ambiguous environment. According to Davis and Davis 2006, there are 5 roles of strategic leaders. First of all, strategic leaders setting the directions. Strategic leaders are concerned with not just managing the now, but setting up a framework of where the organization needs to be in the future, setting a direction for the organization. The position of strategy between the visioning process of defining moral purpose and future direction and day-to-day operation of the school. Second, translating the strategy. There are 4 stages of translating the strategy. First of all, the articulation. Articulation means strategy can take place the 3 ways: oral, written, and structure. Oral articulation is the way leader communicate through strategic conversation, the strategic purpose and direction of the organization. Second, build. It is necessary to build a common understanding of what is possible through shared experience and images. And third, to create. To create through dialogue a shared conceptual of mental map of the future. And last, to define the desired outcomes and the stages of achieving those outcomes. Role number 3 is to deliver the strategy. According to Wilson 1997, states organizational change have 2 principal aspects: change in vision and strategy, and change in the cultural behavior. This could be developed as it is impossible fundamentally to change mission and strategy without changing culture and behavior. Fourth, the effective intervention. The leadership challenge of when they make to make a significant strategic change is as critical to success as choosing what strategic change to make. The issue of timing can rest on leadership intuition, according to Parrish 1994, as much as a rational analysis. And last but not least, developing strategic capabilities. Strategic capabilities relate to the long-term fundamental attributes of an organization rather than short-term specific skills. Stark et al. 1992 used the term strategic capabilities, while Prahalad and Hamel 1990 used the term of core competencies. Thus, a reflective staff team who work well together may be a more deep-seated resource for problem solving than an individual member who has just been on a curve. Juste and Fury 2009, Rower and Nejat 2009, Adair 2010, Pearson and Robinson 2011, Island Hawkinson and Heath 2013, and Browning 2013 stated the role of strategic leaders based on the Davis and Davis 2006. There are 8 roles of strategic leaders. First, setting the directions, and second, strategic the alignment and leads the change, strategy execution, key resources, organizational culture, ethical practices, and organizational control. A strategic leader's character, skills, and practices of the strategic leader. A strategic leader have to have a vision, ability to anticipate, eloquence, consistency, articulation of the business model, commitment, being well informed, or ability to learn, willingness to delegate and empower, or ability to challenge, astute use of power, emotional intelligence, ability to decide, honesty, trustworthy, ability to interpret and align. School needs to be more deliberate about identifying and developing strategic leaders. Every school that plans to survive in the ever-changing school's environment needs a strategic leader at the top. School leaders need to learn to be strategic and to practice strategic leadership. Area for future research, I would recommend explore why strategic leaders are rare, determine what motivates strategic thinking and what motivates strategic leader to act, find out what can be done to develop more strategic leaders in Malaysia, especially in schools. For the conclusion, I would conclude strategic leaders are rare. According to Rowe 2001, strategic leaders understand both effective leadership and strategic management. Strategic leaders are at the center of business success. They are therefore the best kind of leaders to lead businesses. Strategic leadership can be learned, according to Kazmia and Naranojab 2015. Strategic leaders embrace different leadership styles. Strategic leaders outperform other kinds of leaders. They are able to keep the school focused on key business objectives. A school in need of a strategic leaders, a leader who able to balance the short-term and long-term goals of the businesses. With that, thank you.